Chapter 224. A failed meeting. When the one and his company was led before the 10, he was very warmly welcomed by them, and asked him with the utmost politeness what his mission was. He showed the 10 through a window the richly laden camels and said, "Dear brothers, I am sent as a messenger of peace by the upper priesthood to you. They wish to build a certain friendship with you. Likewise thus also with all the people of Hanoch. Therefore, the chief priests have sent you some friendship gifts, which you may want to accept as a sign of their friendship which they want to build with you." They want to completely forget about that you have treacherously sinned against them. You only should become their friends again, and even come back to Hanoch, where you will be received with full honours. During this introduction, he made known to the 10, through all sorts of eye movements, that he was forced to speak like that in the presence of his escort, but that he would like to speak differently if he was alone. The 10 understood the language of his eyes and said, "You have seen that it is absolutely not necessary for us to accept any gifts from the chief priests of Hanoch, because the owners of gold mountains despise gold which was collected with bloody hands and forced from the poor through all sorts of lies, deceit, and pressure. Firstly, we therefore do not accept the gold, the silver, and the gemstones. And secondly, concerning their offered friendship, tell them we are inclined to accept this just as little than their presents. For we are no 1-year-old hares, that we did not know what the chief priests' evil intentions are against us. Therefore, we will not enter into any suggestions of the chief priests. If the chief priests want to win our friendship, they first have to cease to be chief priests, and must anoint and crown the one messenger who was sent to them from the heights as the sole king and high priest over all the people of the depths. For as long as this will not happen, they may not reckon on even a distant friendship with us, because we will never care to close a friendship with devils. We therefore also advise the chief priests not to get close to us in whatever manner, for every approach from their side will be severely punished. Therefore go back to Hanoch with your treasures, and give such message from us to the high priests and the devils of chief priests. But you, who at one stage was of our disposition, will stay here, for you do not have either wife or child, and we may need you here. So be it." This one was filled with joy. The 30, however, returned with long faces to their camels, and went empty-handed back to Hanoch. What the chief priests had to say to this incident will be elaborated on with a few glances next time. And it will show that judgment was not far away any more.